Yo, what is up, Crocs and clan members, Poke fans, and others who have upon this video? I'm SoresanCrockxen here with the first official return of the Viewer Fridays. Today's request comes from Gwen, who wants me to talk about the absurdity that is leaks in the Pokemon community and how nutso people get when it comes to those things. Let's get started. Alright, so while researching this topic, I've came to the conclusion that Pokemon fans have always been kind of a little crazy when it comes to leaks. Especially during these last couple years, though, I will admit that we've gotten a little bit worse when it comes to these things, because we see something, we like that thing, immediately cling onto that thing without really knowing whether it's true or not. Game Freak comes out, announces something that is completely different to what we were expecting, and then we immediately get shut down and hate whatever it is that they showed. Now, I as a fan will admit I have fallen into traps like this in the past, especially around the X and Y days, although not to the extent that some people did, but I was caught in that hype train. And I learned from my lesson, and I no longer believe anything. My philosophy since X and Y came out is to literally distrust anything I see online when it comes to Pokemon. If something says this is going to be announced in the next Pokemon Direct, or this is going to show up in the next Pokemon announcement, this is the new thing that's going to come out for Pokemon, I immediately say that is false until proven otherwise. Even the stuff that turns out to be true, right? There have been instances in the past where somebody has said something that turned out to be true, and I was like, okay, well good, you were right this time. But I still don't believe the next time that even that same person says something. Because the problem with leaks, and the problem with people following leaks and believing leaks, is the fact that your expectations get really, really high. The fan community is so good at faking shit, and it's gotten way better over the past couple years. There's so many talented artists out there that can make things look the most legit thing possible. I've experienced this. I've seen these people. Game Freak should hire these people. Some of these people have the same art style Ken Sugimori used to the most minute details. Some of these artists out there are able to make these designs look so much like the real thing should look like, and I gotta give them props for that. But at the same time, it also feeds into that stereotype as this has to be real. Because it looks like it's supposed to be real. It looks like something that would exist. But then it turns out to not be. And that's the sad part about this stuff. People cling onto those things as if they're the next big thing to come out of Game Freak's intelligent mind. And it comes out and bites it in the ass because it just wasn't a real thing. Now, I'm pretty sure that the main thing that Gwen wanted me to talk about is how toxic the community gets when things turn out to be false. For the most part, I think the problem lies in the fact that nobody ever blames the leaker. Nobody ever blames whoever the creator of the designs or whatever that leaked was. Never do they receive any backlash, or at least they probably do, but to some minute extent. The main target always comes down to Game Freak. Game Freak, you didn't show this off. You suck. This design that you showed up is terrible. Why didn't you pick this other one? Why didn't you show this off? As if Game Freak owed us anything. I mean, I'm on the mindset that I just want better fucking games. I want them to make a richer story, a harder difficulty, and all that stuff. But realistically speaking, Game Freak doesn't owe me shit. I know I've been a fan since the start in America, right? I know that I've been following this series so closely with my passion and heart. But at the end of the day, Game Freak could do whatever the fuck they want with their series, and I can't say shit. I mean, I can complain about it, but I can't do anything about it, you know? I can't go over there and hey, why won't you do this the way I want you to do it, right? It's just not gonna happen. They're probably gonna look at me like just some other random asshole fan that thinks that they should get whatever they want. And I admit it. I know that that's how it is. I know how business works. At the end of the day, Game Freak is gonna do whatever they think will make them more money. And it's been shown recently. I don't like the last couple games. That's just me, though, and there's probably other fans that do that. But at the end of the day, Game Freak does what Game Freak does, and they go on with their lives. They keep making paychecks, and I'm over here just stuck thinking, am I actually gonna play the next game? I don't know. It's just a situation we're in. Fans just need to calm the fuck down. I'm not gonna say be like me, because I'm just bitter. Okay, that's just how I am. Everything is fucking ass. I hate the world. Everything is just dark and destruction. That's just me, right? Don't be like me, but at least have the common decency to be like, okay, maybe this is not real. I'm gonna just keep my expectations low, because if you don't, then you're going to be constantly disappointed and just going to be an angry, sad, bitter person because you didn't get what you thought you were going to get. There's never any concrete evidence alongside these leaks or these rumors or anything like that. They pretend there is. I know somebody at Game Freak headquarters, or my dad works at Nintendo. The typical stuff that people say. Granted, there has to actually be somebody who has a dad who works at Nintendo. There might actually be somebody out there whose mom is a designer at Game Freak. We don't know for sure, and we can't literally like pick and choose out of that giant litter of who the fuck is actually true or not. Because there's just so many people out there that have these random claims and these exaggerated claims. So just take it easy. Keep your expectations low. Never ever go to a Pokemon game with high expectations, because at the end of the day, they're not going to be what we expect them to be. I've been saying this for years. Fan games recently have jumped in quality to the point where I'd rather play those than the actual main series titles, because those give me a better experience. It's not the fault of Game Freak. I mean, it is, because their philosophy has changed over the past 20 years. But at the end of the day, they're just doing what's best for business. What's best for their business, what's best for their bottom line, what's best for their dollar, what's best for their wallet, and what's best to keep the company going. Right? They're trying to make sure that they are able to continue making these games for future generations. They're trying to think for the long run. Fan games are basically there for the moment. Like, you see a fan game that you really, really like, you play it, and then you're done. That person's probably not going to make another fan game anytime soon. So you're just stuck there looking for, oh, I wonder what the next fan game I can find that's remotely close to as good as this one, you know? It's just the way it is at this point. If you really want a true hardcore experience, and if you like a lot of these fake leak Pokemon or fake mods, as they say, for a fan game that has fake mods, most of the time they're really, really good. But a lot of these fan games, if the creator really puts their heart and soul into it, there are some freaking fucking great ass games out there. I have enjoyed my fair share of fan made games, to the point where I honestly just like them more than the main series at least in the past like 3 or 4 years. I didn't like X and Y I didn't really like X and Y that much. ORAS is just Ruby and Sapphire, so like I can't really hate it too much. I mean, it wasn't as good as the originals, but it was still it's still Ruby and Sapphire, and those are my favorite games in the franchise. And I just didn't care for Gen 7. Like, I have 3 of the 4 games, and I have not been a single one, because I just don't care. I don't know, I guess that's like the best thing I could do for you guys. I don't know if this is what you wanted. I know I didn't really rant as you wanted, but I just wanted to give it, I don't like to rant if I don't need to. This is not really a rant. This is more like a plea for the fan community. Just calm down. Take it back a couple notches. Do not trust everything you see online, because everybody lies. We're all liars. That's just how the world works. Everybody fucking lies. Everybody wants to get a kick out of you struggling, out of you feeling bad. That's just how we are. That's just human nature. Being good and nice to people is such a rarity. It's not even funny. And this is not a joke either. Like, the fact that there's so many few people out there that actually give a fuck about somebody else without expecting something in return are so low, it's not even funny. So just, when you see a leak, immediately assume it's fake. Immediately assume it's a lie. And I feel like you'll be a lot happier. Because if it ends up to be true, then you'll be like, oh my gosh, this is great. Right? And if it turns out to be false, you're like, oh, well, whatever. I didn't expect it to be true anyway. It's a win-win situation. As long as you believe anything that is leaked or revealed or rumored is false, you will come out of the other gate like super excited. Unless you're the Gen 7 starters and then you're just complete ass. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave your thoughts, comments in the comment section below. How do you feel about leaks? Do you trust in anything that you see? Or are you like me, where you're just like, everything is a lie, everything is fake until proven otherwise? Let me know, and keep suggestions coming. I want to see as many Viewer Friday suggestions as possible, because I want to keep this series alive for a good long time to come. They're not going to be as frequent as they were in the past, but I'm going to try my hardest to make sure that at least when I have a request, I do it as soon as possible. So leave them down in the comment section below. In this video and any video I upload, just let me know that you want a video to be made, and it will be made. Unless it's super convoluted and I don't have the patience or time for it. That's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've been SoresanCrockxen, and I will see you guys in future videos.